In the ethereal twilight of a Parisian summer's evening, the city seemed to dance to the tune of its own melancholic harmony. The air was thick with the heady scent of jasmine and lavender, wafting from the bougainvillea-adorned balconies that lined the cobblestone streets. As if in perfect synchronicity, the fountains along the Seine began to play their haunting refrains, their sprays of crystalline water mirroring the dazzling hues of the setting sun. It was a moment that could only be described as magic, a fleeting glimpse of the eternal that seemed to linger just beyond the grasp of time. In this enchanting city, where every corner seemed to harbor a secret, Olivia Laurent found herself wandering aimlessly, her trusty camera slung over her shoulder. She was a talented young photographer with a penchant for capturing those elusive moments that others often missed, moments that whispered of love and loss, hope and despair. As she wove her way through the winding streets, her mind was elsewhere, lost in thought as she contemplated her latest project, a series of photographs that explored the ephemeral nature of time and its enduring impact on the human soul. Just then, she rounded a corner and found herself face to face with a man who could only be described as a walking work of art. He was Adrian Reynolds, a charismatic writer who had made a name for himself with his poetic prose and insightful observations about the human condition. Unbeknownst to her, he too was struggling, not with writer's block, but with something far more personal. As their eyes met across the crowded bookstore, it was as if time itself stood still for a moment, and they were the only two people in the world who mattered. The connection between them was palpable, electric. They introduced themselves, exchanged pleasantries, and soon found themselves engrossed in each other's stories. Adrian told her of his recent creative block, his inability to put pen to paper despite having a plethora of ideas swirling around in his head. Olivia, in turn, shared her own struggles with capturing the perfect shot, the fear that she might one day run out of moments worth preserving. As they spoke, they realized that they were not alone. They were two souls who had found solace in each other's company, two artists who understood the pain and beauty of their craft. The hours passed like minutes as they wandered through the winding streets of Paris, stopping every now and then to admire a street performer or to linger in a quaint cafe, sipping espresso and talking late into the night. They shared stories of their past, their dreams for the future, and their deepest fears. It was as if they had known each other for years, as if they were meant to be together. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, they found themselves standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, its iron latticework glowing like a beacon of hope against the inky blackness of the sky. They stood there, arms wrapped around each other, lost in the moment, unaware of the world around them. "I've always thought that the Eiffel Tower was a symbol of hope," Olivia said softly, her breath tickling his ear. "A reminder that even the tallest of structures can be built on a foundation of love." "And what about you?" he asked, turning to face her. "What does the Eiffel Tower mean to you?" With a playful grin, she replied, "Well, Adrian, I think it's a symbol of the possibilities that lie ahead. A reminder that, no matter how far we travel or how much we change, there's always something new waiting for us just around the corner." As they stood there, gazing up at the towering structure before them, they knew that their lives had irrevocably changed. They had found each other in the most unlikely of places, at the most unexpected of times. And as the city of light bustled around them, they vowed to seize every moment, to cherish every memory, and to chase their dreams together, no matter where they led. They spent the next few days exploring Paris like two lost souls who had finally found their way home. They wandered through the Luxembourg gardens, hand in hand, admiring the sculptures and the blooming flowers. They strolled along the Seine, watching the boats sail by as they discussed their favorite books and authors. They even found themselves in a small art gallery, where they both fell in love with a painting that seemed to speak directly to their shared experience. The days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months. They settled into a comfortable routine, finding solace in each other's company as they navigated the twists and turns of their new life together. Olivia continued her photography, capturing the essence of Paris through her lens, while Adrian returned to his writing, pouring his heart and soul into each word. They would often find themselves lost in thought, remembering the moment they first laid eyes on each other in that crowded bookstore, and marveling at the serendipity that had brought them together. One crisp autumn evening, as they sat in their cozy apartment, a fire crackling in the fireplace, Olivia turned to Adrian and said, "You know, it's funny. When I first met you, I was so focused on my photography, so caught up in my own worries about running out of ideas. But now, Now I see that there's beauty all around us, if only we take the time to look." Adrian smiled at her, taking her hand in his. "And you, my dear, have taught me that it's not just about finding beauty in the world, but about creating it as well. Together, we can do anything." As they spoke, they leaned in for a kiss, their passion igniting like a flame, their love for each other growing stronger with every passing moment. And as they kissed beneath the glow of the setting sun, they knew that they had found something truly special, something that could only be described as eternal. Their life together was nothing short of a fairy tale. They traveled the world, capturing the beauty of each new place through Olivia's lens and Adrian's words. They built a life together, filled with laughter and joy, and even found time to start a family of their own. As their children grew, they instilled in them the same love of art and adventure that they shared, encouraging them to chase their dreams and to never let go of the things that truly mattered.